Hello students, I warmly welcome to English online class. Today we are going to see Unit 2 Rose, a nice cup of tea. It is written by George Orwell. So a nice cup of tea, it is totally a phrase. In that, cup of tea means it is an idiom. So what is the meaning of cup of tea means one's favorite activity. So idiom means it gives indirect meaning. So cup of tea means one's favorite activity. Can you understand? A cup of tea means one's favorite activity. So before going to see the lesson, you know that different variety of teas are there. For example, herbal tea, lemon tea, ginger tea, etc. Also, if you see in the textbook, page number 34, so you know the different pictures are given. So the first one is the tea leaves are plucked by the workers. The next picture one, the leaves are dried in sunlight. The third one is leaves are powdered. The fourth one, the tea powder is packed. So this is the way they are preparing the nice cup of tea. So here in this lesson, George Orwell says 11 golden points to prepare a nice cup of tea. And few points are acceptable by the people. He said 11 golden points. So among that, few points are acceptable one. But few points are highly controversial one. The people are not disagree. So the people never agree few points. Okay? And you know that maximum all the people know that how do they make the tea. In cookery book, for example, in cookery books, all the cooking items will be given. So how do they make the cooking items? But how do they make the tea? It will not be given in that cookery book. Because tea is a culture. It is symbolizes the tradition. Not only in India, in all the world, tea is a traditional and cultural one. Everyone is like tea. So in this lesson, George Orwell says 11 golden points. Okay, so let us see one by one, students. So the first one, Indian tea or Ceylonese tea. So George Orwell says that we have to use Indian tea or Ceylonese tea. So why? What is the reason to use Indian tea or Ceylonese tea? So if you use China tea means it will not give any stimulation. You will not feel braver or stronger. So if you drink Indian tea or Ceylonese tea means definitely you will feel braver, stronger, definitely it gives some stimulation. So George Orwell prefers to use Indian tea or Ceylonese tea. So the Indian tea not only famous in India but all over the world it is famous one. Indian tea or Ceylonese tea. So what is the first important point? We have to use Indian tea or Ceylonese tea. Okay. The second point is China clay or earthenware. So we have to use a pot that is made in China clay or in earthenware. So these are the two part you have to use it in tea. Either China clay or earthenware. So as well as the tea should be made in a small quantities. Then only it will give nice taste. So we have to make it in a small quantities as well as we have to make a tea in China clay or earthenware. This is the second point. So the third one is the tea should be very strong. We have to drink tea like a strong tea. So 1 strong tea which is equal to 20 cup of weak teas. So the light one. So have a nice tea which is a strong one. So have a strong tea which is equal to a 20 cup of weak ones, light tea. So 1 tea is equal to a 20 cup of weak teas. So better to have a strong cup of tea. So that is the third point. And fourth point, warm beforehand. The teapot should be warmed. Okay, so when we keep the pot, it should be warmed beforehand. This is the fourth point. And fifth one, should not use other devices to imprison the tea, like strainers or muslin bags. We should not use other devices to imprison the tea. Especially we should not use any strainers or muslin bags. If you go to the tea shop and the hotel means they can use the strainers and muslin bags. So it is spoiling the original taste of the tea. So the George Orwell suggested that we would should not use any other devices to imprison the tea, like strainers or muslin bags. Can you understand these 5 points, students? So the next one, the teapot, not kettle. We should use the teapot, not a kettle. Can you understand what I am saying? We should use teapot, not kettle. So if you use teapot, means definitely the tea, it will be very nice one. The seventh point, good shake to settle the leaves. So after boiled tea, we have to make stir. We have to shake the pot. Why want to stir it? Why do you want to shake the pot? Pot means then only the leaves settle in the place. So only the author suggested, he says that good shake to allow the tea leaves to settle. So the tea leaves should be settled in a proper way. So we have to stir it or we have to shake the pot. Good shake. This is the seventh point. And the eighth one, we have to use in a cylindrical cups, not flat cups. So we have to use it in a cylindrical cups, not a flat cups. Okay, so because if you want to drink the tea means it should be give nice taste as well as good eat. So if you drink it in with a cylindrical cups means definitely you feel good. So you have to use it in a cylindrical cups, not flat cups. Okay. And the ninth point is remove the cream off. So there is a cream on the milk. Okay, you see in the milk means there is a cream. So we should remove the cream off. Then you can add the milk. Because it is a sticky taste, it will spoil the tea. So we should remove the cream on the milk. Then only it will give the finest taste. Can you understand the 8th point? Cylindrical cups, not flat cups. And the 9th one is remove the cream off. You have to remove the cream on the milk. Then you can add the milk, the tea. So the 10th point is pour the milk at the end. So this one is the controversial point. Because many people they add the milk at the first, and a few people they can add the milk at the end of the after boiling the tea. So it is a controversial point. Either they have to add the milk at the first or at the end. Because this one the people could not accept. Because many people they can add the milk at the first. So a few people only add the milk at the last. But here George Orwell pointed out that pour the milk at the end. Then only we have to know the quantity of the tea. So first you have to boil the tea. At the end you have to add the milk, which gives nice taste. Also you know the quantity of the tea and quantity of the milk. So only he says that we have to add the milk at the end. Can you understand the 10th point? Yes. So the last but least 11th point, it is a highly controversial one. So you people can't accept this one because tea should be drunk without sugar. Can you understand? Tea should be drunk without sugar. So if you add the sugar in the tea means it spoils the tea, the flavor. So why? So he says that if you add the sugar means you are tasting the sugar, not the tea. So instead of that you can use salt or pepper in the tea, no? Right? It is not possible one. So if you add sugar means definitely you are tasting the sugar, not the tea. So 11th point is a highly controversial one because we have not added sugar in the tea means maximum people they won't drink the tea. Because of the tasting the sugar only they have to drink the tea. But here George Orwell says that tea should be drunk without sugar. Because this one most of the people could not accept. So already he said that. So he said the 11 golden points. So among that few points are highly controversial one. So in that 10th one or 11th one, it is a controversial points. Because at the end we have to add the milk and the tea should be drunk without sugar. So these are the 2 points. It is a highly controversial one. The people are disagree with this one. Can you understand that? So once again I will recollect that. They have to use Indian tea or Ceylonese tea. Second one, we have to use China clay or earthenware, and also we have to make it in a small quantities. The third one is the tea should be very strong one. Fourth point, the pot should be warmed before ash. And fifth point, should not use other devices to imprison the tea. We should not use any strainers or muslin bags. And sixth point, we have to use teapot, not kettle. And seventh one, the teapot should be stirred. We have to good shake, allow the tea leaves to settle. And the eighth one, we have to use cylindrical cups, not flat cups. Ninth point, we have to remove the cream off. So on the milk there is some cream, we have to remove it, and then we have to add the milk in the tea. And the 10th point, pour the milk at the end. So finally the tea should be drunk without sugar. So these are the 11 golden points he said in this lesson. A nice cup of tea. So few points, so we have to agree that. And few points, it is a controversial one, but you have to accept that because tea should be drunk without sugar. So the last point is highly controversial. Tea should be drunk without sugar. So students, you can try it without sugar, and definitely you can feel the different taste. Yes. So it will be good for your health. Can you understand? You can feel the real flavor of the tea. If you drink without sugar means definitely you can feel the real flavor of the tea. So these are the 11 golden points. You can go through your textbook. Definitely you can understand. In case you have any doubts and clarification, you can ask me. Yes. So be safe, stay at home. So I will meet you in next class, students. Thank you all once again. Thank you. Thank you.